Politics is the fundamental force propelling the global economy these days. Central bankers are forced to step in to save the day when all other options have been exhausted. Take a look at this report, which shows central bankers' well-deserved reputation for curing sick economies.
Regarding the world economy, ECB chief Christine Lagarde, Fed's Jerome Powell, and the rest should start practicing what they preach. We have a deadlock in Ukraine and the rising tensions in West Asia. All of this contributes to the economic problems of declining competitiveness, slowing growth, and a divided political system. Therefore, it is remarkable that monetary policy appears to be the only strategy in play. We're not new to this. When world economies begin to falter, many look to central banks for a response. The U.S. economy is currently in a downward spiral. China is experiencing a consumer downturn similar to that seen in Europe. And a possible recession is looming over the Eurozone. And therefore, central banks are once again under scrutiny and are pressured to provide a rescue. Every one of the big central banks is at a critical juncture. Inflation and the need for immediate rate cuts are two competing concerns that they must balance. Many governments are hesitant to tackle what appears to be dormant economies through structural transformation and fiscal policy. Relying on central banks is a simple option. Government debt is reaching frightening levels. The necessary changes and clear budgetary direction that are sorely required are even more difficult to implement. The coming weeks will be pivotal for that budgetary course of action in the United States and the Eurozone. Even further increases to the national debt are anticipated from the next U.S. presidential elections, and the policies that will be announced as a result. No one from Trump's or Harris's administration is willing to go into detail about how they intend to handle that. People in Europe seem to have a short memory. A little more than 10 years have passed since the debt crisis. While it's true that the budgetary regulations are now more robust, thanks to some revisions, the same ugly pattern is cropping up again. In the end, central bankers are left to hold the baby. Let the maestros begin. And who needs the current financial market magicians when you have central bankers? The masses can't wait for it. They must have some enchantment to revive flagging economies. After all, they have pulled this stunt before. Every time something bad happens, central banks get trapped. Anything it takes, isn't it? This is Bureau Report. WION World is One.